Now at Glamrs, we're going to take that one step further from shimmers to metallics. I'm going to show you something that's trending hugely everywhere, and I'm going to show on Rebecca a metallic smoky eye. Hi, I'm Pallavi Symons, your makeup expert at Glamrs.com. Today at Glamrs, we're going to show you how to do a spot-on metallic smoky eye. And when we're talking about metallics, it's not just shimmery eyeshadows, but it's serious metal. We're talking about hardcore pigments, colors that look like you're wearing sheets of metal on your eyes. And for that, today we have Rebecca, on whom I'm going to showcase this metallic smoky eye look, and I hope you really like it. I'm going to start with L'Oreal's Infallible Stylo Eyeliner. I'm going to keep it really thick and smoky on the sides, and if you can see, I'm just winging out a tiny little bit and kind of pulling it softly outside in the same direction as the brow. Now, as you can see, I'm going to start working the corner of her eye a little more. So there's more of a triangle on the outer corner. You can achieve this even with a gel eyeliner. Now, using an eyeshadow blending brush, just softly blend that off. You can work from inside to the outside, but I prefer working the other way because I prefer working with mattes first and then adding on the shimmers. So I'm going to use Carbon Black from MAC. It's a jet black matte eyeshadow. What I'm going to do with this eyeshadow is actually place it where I want and pull it in. So just following what I did earlier, the liner, I'm placing it in the outer corner and creating a tiny little arrowhead right here. I don't want the color to come too far into the eye. Now, using the eyeshadow blending brush that you used earlier, dab a little bit of the black and softly blend. Make sure that you lose the lines that you've created. You may also intensify the wing. It's a very catty eye look, but without picking it up. And if you notice here, I'm just making the top of the eye quite straight. I'm going to use a Faces eyeshadow in a matte grey. What I'm doing is simply picking up like gradation. I'm picking up from a black to a grey to a really light silver. So again, I'm not going too far into the eye. I'm sticking to the corners, just softening the black as it goes in. Now that mattes are done, I'm going to start using the lighter colors, which are the more metallic colors. I'm using a Faces metallic grey. I'm going to sweep the color right through her eyelids. What I'm doing is leaving the inner eye. As you go towards the brow bone, make sure you blend softly and in round motions so you don't get very visible lines of eyeshadow. And the color closer to the lash line needs to be quite intense. So this is where your color needs to be intense, but as you work up, soften it. I'm going to use a pigment from MAC called Silver Fog. You can use this wet or dry. When you use it wet, it's really intense. When you use it dry, it's softer. I'm going to use it dry. This way you pick up enough color and deposit it just exactly where you want it to be. Now I'm going to just use the contour of the brush to shape and gently flick the color towards the center of eyelid. I'm about to blend this, but I'm not going to blend too much in the inner corner because I want the impact to be high. You just only want to blend the farther part of where you put the silver, not so much the inner corner because you want that to catch the light. If you need to, just use a bit of the shimmer grey and blend it together. I want this to be kind of like a straight dark smoky eye. So I'm taking the kajal that I used before, the eyeliner pencil. I'm doing a fairly thick line, but if you notice at the corner, I'm not taking the shape of her eye. Just going to alter it ever so slightly and make it straight. Using a blending brush, smudge off. Just smudge to match the upper eyelid. Take a tiny bit of the pigment and add it to the inner corner along the tear duct. And another trick, just where your eyeball is, just pat in the pigment. So every time you close your eye, you get a bit of the light. Now to soften up the entire eye, you can use a nude color. I'm using Clinique's Teddy Bear palette. I'm just simply going to erase all lines on this makeup. I'm going to use Maybelline's Falsies Volume Express Mascara. Just combing both lower and upper lashes together. Get a good amount of color on the lower lashes as well. But be sure not to get any of this on the inner waterline. Now that the eyes are done, I'm going to proceed with the cheeks. But I'm going to keep the cheeks and the rest of the face pretty matte. Well, there's the smoky, intense, metallic eye look for you, and I hope you have fun with it.